Dumb, cool,
and weird
podcast. All right, folks. Welcome to the Dumb, Cool, Weird podcast. And this is our Christmas episode. We're going to label this one as the Christmas special.
Yep. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. And this is episode number 16. And basically what we're going to talk about today is our fond memories from Christmas of yesteryear. And we're also going to talk about a little bit of the historical context of Christmas.
Oh, and before we start, Satan wants to let you guys know that he loves you and that he wishes you all a very Merry Christmas. And it's all really about spending time with your family. Satan says don't really worry about all the superficial gifts in life. Just spend time with your loved ones. Even if it's a $5 to $20 gift, it just shows that you care.
That's right, folks.
That's the message from hell.
Absolutely. So, folks, I know everybody is excited about Christmas. Mm-hmm. And as you're listening to this, it's actually Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
So I know that everybody's ready for those presents to open. Those beautiful, beautiful, beautiful family members that come over that aren't always beautiful.
Yes.
And consumerism.
Oh yes, you got to throw in you got to throw in that consumerism. If you don't spend $100 or get your kid an Xbox or a PlayStation 5, it doesn't mean you love them. It means that you just kind of want them to know that you love their siblings more.
Absolutely. And I'll tell you what, I when I was growing up, my dad didn't really get us a whole lot of gifts. He would basically get me stuff that I needed, not necessarily that I wanted. Mm-hmm. And when I asked my dad for something, he'd always sing that song by the Rolling Stones. You can't always get what you want, but if you try something.
I think No Satisfaction would also work too.
Yeah, I think either one works, honestly. But he used to sing that to me. It used to make me so mad when I was a kid, but now I kind of understand where he was coming from.
I mean, I bought my wife some shoes for Christmas because she needed some new athletic shoes and work shoes, so I got her those. It really doesn't look like we're spending that much money on each other, in all honesty, because we're simple people. It's not like you go throughout the year thinking to yourself man, I really gotta get a PlayStation 5, and then everybody I know. I mean, I know a lot of people who they wait in line for a PlayStation 5 so they can get it to their kid to show them that they love them. It's like, man, imagine if you just spent time with your kids.
When you say it like that, when you say stuff like, oh, we're a simple people, it makes me think that you guys are on the farm, and you're like Farmer Brown, and you're out there tilling the fields, and you're like, oh, we're just simple people out here.
Oh, we're just simple people. All we need is you to pay our water.
Absolutely.
Us simple farming folk up in the hills of North Georgia only need two things: crystal meth and straight up moonshine.
Yep, and that's probably what they're getting in their stockings this year up there in North Georgia. A little bit of crystal meth, a little bit of moonshine.
So I'm thinking about getting my brother a brick for Christmas.
Yeah.
And putting it in multiple boxes, kind of like in The Emperor's New Groove, when the evil bitch was like, I'm going to put him in a box. Then I'm going to put him in another box. Then I'm going to put him in another box. I'm going to mail it to myself. Then I'm going to smash it. Just so the weight distribution is all good.
Yeah.
So it's it's not all fucked up when I give it to my brother. It's like, oh, here's your gift. It's like, oh, what is this? Oh, it's pretty heavy. I was like, oh, it's quite expensive stuff.
Quite the expensive piece of equipment there. It's very expensive. It's going to, you're going to love it.
You're going to break the bank with it. I mean, the price of plywood has gone up so much. I'm pretty sure that you can get them that, and that's going to be the most expensive gift.
Yeah, I saw a video today on Instagram. It was pretty funny. It was talking about, basically it was talking about these guys were going through pieces of 2x4s.
Yeah.
And they're one guy cuts one open and he finds drugs hidden in a hidden compartment in it. And then they're like, oh, this is what they do when they smuggle in drugs. And somebody commented underneath it. And it says, the comment that they put underneath the video, in the video, says, oh, that's why the price of lumber's gone up.
Yeah. When you find a key of cocaine, it explains everything.
Yep. That was just really funny. But yeah, so, back in the day, when that's how it would be. And then when my mom started coming around again, you know, in order to make up for like the 10 years of lost time, she would just start giving me shit like randomly, you know. She would give me like, for Christmas we'd go to my mom's and she would just splurge on shit for us, and it would just be like ridiculous how much money she would spend, you know. And I always thought to myself, I would always be like, you know, it'd be better if you were just an actual mom and not just buying me things. But it was kind of cool getting like cool gifts, you know, gifts that I would have never really actually gotten, you know. So I guess I'm thankful for that, you know. But I don't know, like the most memorable Christmas I ever had is when I was 7 years old, and my dad bought me a Nintendo 64.
That's pretty cool.
Very memorable because when I got the Nintendo 64, it was brand new, and the first two games that came with it were Pilot Wings 64 and Super Mario 64. I didn't get Pilot Wings, but I got Super Mario 64, and I remember that Christmas I played that game, and that game just fucking pissed me off because it was so hard, you know. I got so fucking angry and almost broke my controller, and that was it.
You know what? I feel like it would have been near impossible to break a controller on an N64. Things were really indestructible back then.
You're not wrong. Remember those fucking shitty TVs from the 90s?
Although, yeah, those things suck because having to carry one of those was like murder on your body.
Yeah, and then the picture, like, I don't know, back then I thought the picture looked really good, but I tried to look at one the other day and I was like, damn, this is terrible.
Because have you ever put in an old VHS and you're just like, Jesus, people thought this was revolutionary at one point.
Yeah, it's like I thought it was revolutionary at one point. I thought DVDs looked really. So my dad, I remember the time period when I was 6 when my dad switched from a VHS player to a DVD player, and I thought that was amazing. My dad had a big screen TV. He bought I remember we had like a decent sized TV, and then one day he was like, "Oh, I'm going to go buy a TV from Best Buy." We went to Best Buy, and he bought one of those 75-inch projection screen TVs.
Nice.
Remember those?
Yeah.
Yep. That's right, kids. Back in the 90s, those were the original big screen TVs.
Yes.
And they were fucking awesome.
At least something was awesome from the 90s.
Yeah, absolutely. But those fucking things would break so easily.
Everything was more expensive and way worse.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, man. You know, it's like, I remember getting, like, gifts that were just very leisurely things. Like, you know, when you're a kid, you get good gifts.
Yeah.
You know, and then after a while, all you get is socks and a T-shirt. But the worst part was getting, like, T-shirts or clothes from, like, stores you didn't ever want to wear. It was like, I was not the kind of kid who was wearing Abercrombie & Fitch or Old Navy. Yeah. And my family, just to, like, because they weren't sure, is like, is he into heavy metal or is he into rap music? So it was like, fine, we're not getting him anything. Let's go to Old Navy and get him a bunch of bullshit he's not going to wear. Wear this because, you know, you'd want to make the people who bought it for you feel good.
It's like my dad bought me K-Swiss shoes one time. I was like, bitch, I don't even know what K-Swiss is.
I feel like K-Swiss is like somewhere in the middle between a leisurely shoe and Adidas.
Yeah. But you've seen them before, right?
Yeah, I had a few pairs. I liked them. Comfortable shoes. But they're not Adidas.
I don't know what they are.
It's like the poor man's Adidas. And that says a lot when most of your Eastern Europeans conduct business in Adidas.
Yeah, I remember when I was in high school, I had friends that would buy those, what do you call them, the Air Jordans.
The Air Jordan is the most overpriced nice shoe you can get.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they're great shoes, but I would never want to spend that much money on them.
I don't know much about Air Jordans. You know?
Shoot, they're like around $150. Some of them I think were like $200.
No
or
shit.
Maybe that was just the fact that when I was looking at them, they were in Canada, and you have to pay out the ass just to get something nice. Like, I always loved when I would go up to Montreal for Christmas, and you'd go to like the store, and somebody would be like, "Oh, okay, you want something for Christmas? It's Boxing Day, you know. We're gonna get you the cool gifts that you actually wanted, because people gave you money for Christmas." And you're like, "Oh, these Air Jordans are like $200." And then you see the American price, it's like $100 less. Like, man, Canada, you suck. Taxes suck.
Damn. I didn't know it was like that up there.
Dude, I noticed something when we were going like Boxing Day shopping. I ended up just being an alcoholic the rest of the day and going bar hopping because the thing that never changed prices was booze.
Mm-hmm.
I saw a polo sweater from like a prior season still going for like $200-$300.
Oh my god!
I was like, who buys this shit?
Somebody bought that shit.
If somebody thinks to themselves like, man, yeah, this is fair pricing.
Fucking stupid. Dumbass motherfuckers.
Socialism. But let's get into the history of Christmas. You know, the one that apparently it's all sorts of things that somehow led to Christianity and Christmas.
Yeah, I mean,
I love Christmas, by the way. So
yeah. I mean, I like Christmas too. Not as much as I like Halloween, of course, but I like Christmas.
Are you obsessed with Halloween though?
Not obsessed with it. I like it. I think it's cool.
I was gonna say, if you're obsessed with Halloween, you're most likely either a furry or a incel.
Interesting.
Because you think about it, they love Halloween.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But their whole life is Halloween.
Their whole life revolves around Halloween.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. But yeah, let's go on about Christmas.
Yeah. So, Christmas. So, basically, like, it's a pagan tradition, right? You ever heard of Yuletide?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a pagan tradition, and it has to do with like giving, like the gift giving thing comes from that, and so is the tree thing and all the different desserts and shit.
Well, and the coolest thing about that is the fact that there's a lot of similarities with Yuletide and Christmas. So Odin is Santa Claus. He has an 8-legged horse that he travels around to give gifts. In Viking culture itself, gift giving and generosity is a big part of the culture.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, so being not being generous, it's not like a sin or anything. It just means you're a terrible person.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting. I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, because if you're not generous, like how could people trust you on anything?
So Yule or Yuletide or Yule season or Yule time is a festival historically observed by the Germanic peoples. They've connected it to, they have connected to the celebrations of Yule to the witch hunt, or the wild hunt. Sorry, no witch hunt.
Mm-hmm.
Wild hunt, the god Odin, and the pagan Anglo-Saxon, I don't even know if I can even pronounce this word. It's an old English word. Yeah, can you see what it...
Yeah.
It's old English, though. It's going to be
really...
really...
Bede?
Yeah.
I don't know, but the 8th century Latin work, De Temporum... Yeah, I know it. Fuck it. We don't know words.
Well, it's an old English word.
Yeah.
I mean, that would be really hard to pronounce. Yeah, I don't... Whatever that is. Yeah, it usually took place, like, I guess it's like 3 different things. And it's like December 21st to the January 1st.
Yeah.
And so, departing from its pagan roots, Yule underwent what they called Christianized Reformation.
I mean, when your pagans are not converting, you have to find a way to give them Christmas so that they'll turn to Christ.
So they have something called the Yule log, the Yule goat, the Yule boar,
yeah,
the Yule singing. Can we please bring that back?
The Yule boar sounds like a nice, fun thing.
Yeah, I kind of want to eat that boar. And then they have cognacs to Yule are still used in Scandinavian languages as well as Finnish and Estonian, as describe Christmas and other festivals that occur during the winter holiday season. So really, it looks like it's like several different types of like pagan traditions.
Well, you think it's
all rolled into one?
It's all Western European.
Mm-hmm. Funny thing about this is I told my mom one. So my mom, one time I got in a big discussion with my mom. Of course, it wasn't really a discussion. It's just her just getting mad and not wanting to talk about it anymore. But
because then facts hurt.
Yeah,
facts. Ben Shapiro would say, "Facts don't care about your feelings."
Yeah. So she was like talking to me, and she was like, "What did she say?" She was like, oh, isn't the Christmas tree super pretty? And I looked at her and I go, you know what the Christmas tree is? And she goes, what? I was like, Christmas tree is Yuletide. She's like, what is Yuletide? I was like, it's basically what Christmas is. It's a pagan holiday. And she's like, pagan? No, it's not. I was like, yes, it is.
You know, it's weird because like it seems like some people, I don't know why, they get Christmas and Easter mixed up.
Yeah. Well, I asked her, I was like, what is a Christmas tree? What do presents? And what do any of these other traditions have to do with Jesus? And she goes,
So the interesting thing, though, is that St. Nicholas
Couldn't think
was actually a gift giver.
yes, there really was a person named Saint Nicholas, and that's basically what he did. I mean, that's where Santa Claus comes from. You know?
Yeah. And, well, I mean, that's the thing. St. Nicholas, the gift giver. Odin's a gift giver. I mean, if you look at the pagan religions, like the Norse religion,
Yeah.
you know, Odin was crucified on a tree. Like, I can't remember the name, and I just did a whole class on this. But when he was crucified on the tree, he did it to bring knowledge and wisdom of the runes to humanity.
Really?
Yeah.
I just watched Klaus last night. That was an interesting movie.
Klaus.
Yeah. It's like a story.
You know what we got to watch? We got to watch the Santa Claus movie
Oh,
where Bill Goldberg is killing people as Santa Claus.
Oh, no, I thought you were going to say the other Santa Claus movie with Tim Allen.
No, that's a good Santa Claus movie. I'm talking about the one where Bill Goldberg kills Fran Drescher.
Wow, really?
Yeah,
Interesting.
and James Caan.
James Caan, huh?
And James Caan's family.
Okay.
And I don't know why. Like, there was no explanation.
Who greenlit that movie?
It was probably the WWE studios. For some reason, I believe that it's always the WWE's fault when bad movies come out.
Interesting. All right. And that's your final answer, Nick?
Yep.
Okay. That's fucking weird.
WWE, great for wrestling sometimes. Bad for movies.
Never seen any of their movies.
You know what?
Not
If you
missing
watch The
anything.
Scorpion King,
Yeah.
that might have been your only good option.
So wait, they made the Scorpion King?
No, there was an executive producer, if I remember correctly, was Vince McMahon.
Well, I guess that makes sense because they had The Rock play the Scorpion King.
Yep.
But he was already in
He was in The Mummy.
Yeah, he was in The Mummy, so I guess I don't know, like I guess
Well,
The Rock was kind of on his way out of the.
I was actually watching something today about the WWE movies, and they were talking about how the fact that it was like that little scene where The Rock at the beginning is the Scorpion King, like really got people, like they really got into it with The Rock because they're like, wow, you know, it's a really convincing role. You know, it's The Rock and he's just killing people with swords and shit. It's cool.
Yeah.
So then people were like, you know what? What if that was its own movie? They asked The Rock to come back, and Vince McMahon, unfortunately, also came along with it.
Yeah, I mean, I wonder how good that movie did. Let me check that real quick.
It did a lot better than The Marine
The Marine.
with John Cena,
Oh yeah, that's right.
who did 8 weeks of boot camp, which is still laughable to me because I'm thinking about how well his treatment must have been.
Wow.
Right?
This movie actually got a theatrical release.
Oh, yeah. There's been a few times where WWE superstars have just like showed up on set and everyone's like, yeah, this is cool. And now it's not. But the fact that Bill Goldberg was in a movie as Santa Claus is more fun.
Wait a minute. Dude, they made like 1, 2, 3, 4 sequels to the Scorpion King.
They did. Oh, yeah, that's right. One had Billy Mays. None of them had The Rock after that. One of them had Billy Mays, though. One of them had Kimbo Slice, and one of them had Dave Bautista, I think.
Billy Zane.
Yeah. Billy Zane, not Billy Mays. He's dead.
The Quest for Power. What the fuck, dude? Lou Ferrigno? Bro, who?
Dude, they kept putting all the actors who didn't make it into acting.
Book of Souls. Oh my god.
Don't hurt your brain on this one. Trust me, it's not worth it.
This is bad.
No, you know what's bad though? Is when your acting career is based on B movies.
Wow, they're actually doing a reboot right now too.
Jesus.
The Scorpion King saga continues. Just when you didn't, like, folks, if you wanted more Scorpion King, you're getting it.
Hey, I just want you to know, it is the season, and Vince McMahon is being very generous.
Yeah. It says that The Rock actually is like producing this one though, so I guess he's
that might be better.
Yeah, probably. I'm gonna go out on a limb and probably say yeah. I would imagine so.
There needs to be a movie with Brock Lesnar as Santa Claus,
Okay.
and he kills all the naughty kids.
You know, on Mad TV, they did an episode where Triple H was on there,
Oh yeah,
and he played Harry Potter, and I thought that was so bizarre.
yeah, it was great.
It's like, why is he playing Harry Potter?
But
Why?
I love how he's getting bullied by Stone Cold Steve Austin.
He was playing Malfoy, wasn't he?
No, he was playing his cousin.
Oh. It's like, Potter. The funniest meme I've ever seen is it shows like a guy going like this, like he's about to say something like really crazy,
Yeah.
and it says the face you make when Malfoy is about to say Potter, because he goes Potter, Potter.
You know,
Speaking of Christmas, they really represented Christmas in Harry Potter movies pretty well, didn't they?
yeah, it looked really nice.
Yeah.
It's like, fuck, I want a wizardly Christmas.
Yeah, I want a Wizardly Christmas too. Like they had like all those really big Christmas trees, and I bet it smelled really good there. Well, maybe it smelled really good there. I don't know. I guess wizards take baths.
I mean, I don't think they wash their ass with like normal things. I think they. Oh wait, never mind. They had bathrooms. They also had very communal showers for some reason.
Yeah. You think the girls and the boys like showered together?
No,
No.
because they didn't want to get molested by Myrtle. What's her name?
Yeah,
Myrtle.
Talking about the bitch that like was in the toilet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Imagine getting stuck haunting the toilet.
Yeah, that's a worse fate than death. I would have been like, please, somebody kill me.
Why is my soul trapped in this one bathroom? Can I at least leave? Nope, you're stuck here, bitch.
You're stuck here for the rest of eternity, bitch. Like, where do you think
smells?
It smells so bad.
Could you at least have gotten rid of my sense of smell?
It smells so bad. Please. I
know
don't
what?
want to be a spirit anymore.
There was one janitor for the whole school.
Wasn't that the fucking like
The guy who walks with a limp, who always like seems evil.
Yeah, the guy has that really fucked up looking look on his face.
He's
Got
like
that cat.
Yeah, that really fucked up cat and everything.
Yeah.
It's just like, that's what I'm saying. He was one janitor walking around with a limp. How did he do it? Did he take crystal meth to clean the school like every 3 days?
I don't know. I mean, it is magic, so maybe he just used his magic powers to like make sure everything was clean all the time.
The motherfucker was walking around sweeping with a push broom.
Oh yeah, I guess that's a good point.
What if he wasn't, like, all I could think of is like he wasn't like really allowed to use magic because he did some criminal shit. Like, I feel like he's wearing an ankle monitor, so he's not allowed to use magic.
Yeah, I guess that's true. He could be like a reformed like felon, and they're like giving him they're giving him a chance, and if he fucks up one more time, he's going right back to Azkaban. You know,
Was it with Severus Snape? You know, he was one of those characters too, where he was like a reformed felon, and then they're just like yeah, you know what? He made it to professor. He's doing really good. It's like, maybe we should try this again. That janitor guy, you know, let's give him a teaching job. Killed like 5 kids. And then they're like,
swept it under the rug.
Yeah, literally.
Yep. Because you know, it's magic, so you can do whatever you want.
They took his magic privileges away.
You know, I always wondered like how things would work in that universe if normal humans decided they wanted to go and kill like the wizards there. You know.
First off, I think it'd be pretty violent.
Yeah.
Because imagine like all the magic of like throwing bullets and projectiles back at you.
Yeah. I don't know. I've seen online where they've discussed this. They say like Muggle technology versus wizard magic or something like that.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like when you do like a deep dive on it, like people are really talking about this shit. And one of the interesting points that they make is that Ron's dad, who is very familiar with Muggles,
yeah,
doesn't even know how a fucking battery works. Because, like, so they don't really do this in the movie, but in the book, they kind of go into detail.
Yeah.
Like, he talks about, like, muggles. And he was like, muggles are such interesting creatures. I don't understand, like, how they have, like, he's like, what is the purpose of a battery?
You know, he had a car.
Yeah, I know, right?
Why the fuck did he have a car if he didn't understand that shit?
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying.
Wait a minute. This is a better question. How did this go from Christmas to this?
Because we were talking about Christmas in Hogwarts, man.
Dude, Christmas in okay, there were a few scenes though that were really made you like look at that little town though with all the snow and everything. Yeah. You're just like, you know, that really feels like a nice warm Christmas. I won't lie. Referring back to like my childhood with Montreal, it's like going back to Montreal. It felt more like Christmas, but it was like at the same time it was kind of a pain in the ass to have to go up to Canada after a while, and then every time we go up to Canada, we have to go to like 5 different people's houses throughout the day, and you're moving around just trying to visit everybody. It's not even a vacation; it's like work. So I'm like, this is the actual day of Christmas Eve and Christmas were nice because you only spent time with a few people, and that was it. Yeah. But the rest of the time, shit, it didn't feel like a Christmas vacation. It felt like it was a bunch of running around.
Yeah. I can see that.
I mean, yeah. When you had family over, did everyone meet in like one disclosed location?
On my dad's side of the family, we didn't really do like a big family Christmas. It would just be like, I don't know, like it'd be me, my dad, and my sister, and then whoever he was dating or banging at the time, and then sometimes we would go see my grandparents, but there was never like we have other family members. I have 2 uncles, but we would never like do a big thing with them. But on my mom's side of the family, everybody would kind of congregate together. So yeah,
the stories of how many people your dad banged. All I can think of is he's just stuffing her stocking hardcore for like the whole Yuletide.
My dad's probably had sex with like over 500 women, dude. If I'm being honest, dude. My dad's done a lot of done a lot of fucking bullshit, dude.
You know, I just kind of want to get a really sexy like Santa Claus outfit.
Yeah. Okay.
And I know, and just like show up to like family functions in it.
Yeah.
Make everybody really uncomfortable. Like, can you like wear a shirt under that? No.
No, that's not happening.
It's not how this works.
Yeah. You have to be uncomfortable because I'm Santa Claus and you've been naughty.
I'm not gonna lie though. One time I thought about going to the barracks, dressed up as Santa Claus when I was in the military, and handing out presents. But what I was gonna do is I was gonna buy all the porn from the gas station that was like right near my house, and like give people DVDs for Christmas. What's your name today? Oh, I'm Timmy. It's like, okay, Timmy. Since it took you forever to answer that, let's just give you this tranny porn.
You know, it's really funny. You know, this is a really funny exercise for anybody listening to this. Go to Dollar Tree and go to their DVD section.
Oh.
You're welcome. You will find some of the worst movies you've ever seen in your life.
Are we talking $5 bin from Walmart bad, or we're talking worse?
I mean, they're $1 movies.
Okay.
Like, can you just imagine that for a second?
Okay, first off, I'm already imagining that everything the WWE's ever produced is there. Which, by the way, includes Christmas movies.
Yeah.
Where The Miz is trying to steal Christmas or something.
Yeah. Do people actually watch those WWE movies?
Yes.
Okay.
What
is their audience?
WWE fans.
Nobody else?
I wouldn't imagine so.
Yeah.
I mean, I would like an Attitude Era Christmas movie. I think that would be funny. Not because I think it would teach me anything, but because I think it'd be really hilarious to watch, like Stone Cold Steve Austin or like one of those guys just like go all Jerry Springer in a Christmas movie.
That sounds fun.
You know, the Attitude Era is just modeled after Jerry Springer.
I figured. Jerry Springer, Maury.
Yeah. Shoot, you don't even have to go get a pregnancy test anymore. Just go on Maury.
What's the name of that guy that Steve, I think was his name, was the guy who was the big bodyguard
for like
the big muscle?
Yeah.
And then they gave him his own show.
But he's actually helping people. That's the problem.
Yeah. It's like Steve, your ratings, like you're not
You're not
like,
supposed to help people.
it's like, but I want to.
But I want to. But you don't understand. You're not supposed to. Jerry never helped anyone.
It's like, no, Jerry was an alcoholic.
And he bought hookers with a check. You know that's why Jerry Springer lost his political office?
Because he was buying hookers?
Yeah, but he signed off the checks for the hookers with his the mayoral office or some shit.
How the hell did Jerry Springer's shit even get started?
I think he went to Walmart, saw a bunch of dysfunctional families on Christmas, and was like, you know what? These people are who America needs to see. And then he just started interviewing people, and it went from there. It became his like passion project. And he's like, you know what? I want the world to see what I see, the gold that I see here. And he said, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Holidays. Here you go. Enjoy this white trash breakfast.
Dude, Steve's show is still going.
Yeah, I know.
God, that's crazy.
If you flip through the channels, you'll see it.
It's on NBC.
Yep. NBC's like that, just not, it's trying to survive.
Whatever happened to Montel? Is he still going?
No, he had too many real life things to do, like endorsing supplements.
Oh, no. I just know they had like Montel, Maury, and
They had
Jerry Springer.
You know what's funny? Oprah used to have a show, like her show was like that at the beginning.
Yeah. They kind of went in a different direction.
Yeah. They're like, you know what? Jerry Springer's got this market cornered. So we got to go higher.
Got to go higher. Higher up on the totem pole.
Yeah. I feel like Dr. Phil. Oh, you want me to drink that?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Too much for me.
But
you see what I'm saying, man?
That's all good. That's a good thing. You see, we're having our Christmas beers. Guinness.
Yeah, so for people who don't know, I used to be like a really bad alcoholic like 2 years ago. And I went through what's known as CBT therapy to get over my addiction to alcohol. But also I went to regular therapy to figure out what was going on with my alcohol addiction. And so people don't know this about me, but I still drink sometimes to this day. You can ask Nick,
moderation.
I don't really drink very much. I mean, prior to this, I haven't had a drink in like 4 months, and I had a beer today. I literally had a beer and a half, and guess what I just did? I just handed it off to him to drink because I can't finish it, because it's, I don't know, like.
I mean, I get completely what you're saying because I used to drink 10 beers a day.
Yeah.
And
I don't know, like, I don't know what changed with me. Like, I mean, I guess we could give credit really mostly to the therapy, but I mean, I just don't see it in the same way anymore. You know,
Wes, you know what it is?
What?
It's a Christmas miracle.
Oh yeah, must be a Christmas miracle.
You ever watch the Boondocks? The show?
I've seen a couple episodes.
They did an episode on Christmas as well,
mm-hmm.
And Huey breaks down Christmas to Granddad. And he's so, like, kind of like how you said your mom got pissed.
Yeah.
Granddad gets pissed because he's, like, actually spreading facts about, like, the traditions of Yule and how this actually formed from, like, an old Roman holiday where a bunch of men would get drunk together and fuck each other in the ass.
Mm-hmm. That's funny.
Which is actually also something that happened.
Yeah.
History's fun.
Is that show still on the air?
Oh, yeah.
Mm.
Did you know that the creator of the show went to... You know who Uncle Ruckus is, right?
Uncle Ruckus, no.
Okay, well, you got to look. If anyone knows who Uncle Ruckus is, I just want you to know that the creator of the show Boondocks went to an NAACP meeting dressed up as Uncle Ruckus.
Interesting.
And to just give you a background on Uncle Ruckus, just generally, he's a black man who hates black people.
Uncle Ruckus. Okay.
Yeah, Uncle Ruckus. But the weirdest part is that people still hang out with Uncle Ruckus.
Oh, he's a guy from the show.
Yeah. He's a character off the show.
Wow, he looks fucked up. What's wrong with his eye?
Everything.
His eye is like fucked up. What is wrong with him?
Dude, there's an episode where he goes through his childhood, and he was just reading a book, and his dad's like, he's like, did I just catch you reading? Beats the piss out of him.
Wow.
He's like, did I just catch you having fun? Beats the piss out of him. Just keeps beating him.
Jesus Christ. I've been doing this guy named Aaron Magruder is the guy that started this. It started as a comic strip.
Yep.
And then
Great show.
it only ran for 4 seasons. 4 seasons, huh?
I thought there was a few more, actually. It was like 6.
It says 4 seasons, 55 episodes. Original network was Adult Swim.
Adult Swim. You know, they probably have something Christmas related on right now that I would love to watch. Speaking of Christmas movies, what was your favorite Christmas movie growing up?
That's easy. Christmas Vacation with Chevy Chase.
I liked Tim Allen's Santa Claus.
I mean, that's not a bad movie. I just think that Christmas Vacation is the best movie because it's funny as hell.
Christmas Vacation, I valued it as a kid because it was funny as hell. I loved Christmas Vacation, so I'm there with you. It's just Christmas Vacation really set in hard when I became an adult. I'm like, oh my God, this is real life.
Well, the shit he's experiencing and like
Real life shit.
yeah, I saw a meme the other day where it was like, the older I get, the more I realize that Clark Griswold from Christmas Vacation was not overreacting.
No. He really didn't want his family there. Yeah. They just kept showing up.
Yep, he just wanted to have a nice, quiet family like thing with his close relatives, and then like all these motherfuckers just start showing up, dude.
Yeah.
And then Eddie. He's like talking to the next door neighbors, and the next door neighbor's like, "What's going on over here?" And he's like, "The shitter's full." And he's like,
"Shitter's full." Putting raw sewage.
Yeah. And I like how like later on in the movie,
he kidnaps his boss.
Yeah, but I also like how later on in the movie it shows like that same storm drain outside at night, and it's they clearly stuck a light down there and lit it green to make it look like it was like fucking nasty and just disgusting going on down there.
God, what's it? I'm trying to remember the name of the of Uncle Eddie. Like the actor's name.
Oh, that's Randy Quaid.
Yeah, Randy Quaid. The funniest part is after seeing him play that character, every other movie that he's in, that's all I can think of.
So Randy Quaid used to be one of the best actors, like one of the a very highly paid, well-respected actor in Hollywood for a long time, from the 70s, the 80s, part of the 90s. But then like something happened, and he just like, I don't know, his career kind of tanked, and he's been having a lot of legal problems as of like
dead.
No, I think he's still alive. He's just having a lot of legal problems, and his brother is Dennis Quaid.
Yeah, that's right.
And they look very different from each other.
Well, you know, it's like Justin Trudeau.
Yeah.
He doesn't look like the rest of his family. He looks like Castro.
Yeah. I mean, it's also possible that Dennis Quaid and Randy Quaid have like different moms too,
or different dads.
Well, no, they wouldn't. They both wouldn't be called Quaid.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So
I don't know how it works.
Me neither.
All I know is that somebody had to give up somewhere and create another human.
Getting you some more of that Guinness right there.
Yeah, my Irish coffee.
Yeah. You know, it's pretty good.
I just choked on some of the bubbles.
So the question is, Nick, after this, do you want to go get something to eat?
In the spirit of Christmas, maybe. You know, my ass still feels good, so I think we can do it.
Well, you can bring your little ass cushion with.
You know, when you've been fucked in the ass so many times, you might as well take a cushion with you.
That's funny. Yeah, it's been a good year, you know? Like, if anything, you know, this Christmas special it's kind of a self-reflection, you know? We started doing this, like, what, about
3 months ago?
Yeah.
Almost 4 months now?
Yeah, so we've been kind of going hard with this, and, you know, it's been a long time coming. I just, you know, I know people are probably kind of confused at why we're not doing, you know, video podcasts anymore. It's just too much work, you know.
I mean, at the same time though, it's like we don't even have to look pretty anymore.
Yeah, we can just look like fucking fucktards.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, shit, I would have had to shave my arms and back for this.
Yep, we're not doing that.
Nope. It's too cold outside. I got to keep the fur going.
Yeah.
This is my Canadian defense mechanism.
Yeah, you know, I thought I was hairy, dude, but you really are like the real deal, man.
Yeah, dude, if I was just like 100 pounds of muscle more, I'd be the Wolverine.
Yeah. Yeah, you were also the right height, I guess, for the Wolverine, right?
Just a little, 2 inches a little too tall.
Wow, he was really that short?
Yeah, I was like 5'3".
Oh. See, Hugh Jackman, I think, is like the same height as me. I think he's 6 feet tall.
Yeah, or I think he was 6'2", but he's like 6. He's in the 6 foot range.
Yeah, but that's weird that like they would cast him as like that character though.
Who do you think they could have cast as that character though, like way back in the day? If they were to do a superhero
short,
movie.
stocky guy.
I mean, they could have clearly had Franco Columbo play it, but they would have to dub over that voice.
Yeah. I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
Right?
I mean, I guess I don't know. Like every time I think about Wolverine, I'm always going to associate it with Hugh Jackman. You know, I can't help it.
Yeah.
It's become so ingrained in me now.
Well, they said they might. I overheard a few times that they were talking about maybe making Tom Hardy
the next Wolverine,
like a young Wolverine.
I mean, that's cool and all. It's
not doable.
Well, Tom Hardy's already in the Marvel universe. He's Venom.
Yeah, but I was also going to just say is like Hugh had the build.
But you know, I can't really say that because originally in Fantastic Four, Chris Evans played the Human Torch, and he's also Captain America.
I feel like they made that movie though non-canon.
Yeah. And actually, Marvel Studios tried to do another. Wait, no, I don't think that was Marvel Studios that did. I think it was Fox that did that, and it failed miserably. They tried to do a reboot of Fantastic Four. It didn't go too well.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think what they should do is all these companies that own the rights to the movies of these different intellectual properties, they need to basically. I think they should give them back to Marvel because even though I'm not a big fan of like superhero movies, Marvel keeps doing really good movies because it's their they know their own source material pretty well, you know.
Speaking of movies, another movie that I've noticed that became kind of like a weird family tradition was to watch the Hobbit movies
around Christmas
and Lord of the Rings for some reason around Christmas.
Oh, I mean, I guess I could see that.
I mean, to be fair, most Christmas movies suck or terrify me.
Oh yeah,
those stop motion claymation movies or like doll movies. They give me nightmares.
Oh, yeah?
There's something unnatural about it.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's just not right.
Claymation movies freak you out?
Yeah, I don't know.
Now I know your weakness, dude. You fucked yourself.
Trust me, there's far other more interesting things that I find strange. Furries being one of them.
So furries are your actual weakness, right?
Yeah, but you know, the weakness is overcome by extreme like aggression. Like I think if you carry a spray bottle around with you can spray them away.
Yeah, spray away.
Spray away. Just like they used to do with I'm trying to think if you really don't like your neighbors and on Christmas and it snows outside, you spray their driveway at night so it gets all icy.
That's actually pretty smart.
It's really fucked up, but you're right.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, I'd probably do it right behind each tire too, just for extra, punch. You know.
You got to watch out about the cars though, because you never want them to slip into your own house. You know what I love about the Christmas Vacation movie though?
What's that?
It's how it resembles every family interaction to some degree.
Yeah.
Like, if you think about that, it's like you have that one relative who represents Uncle Eddie and his family.
Yeah.
You have, like, those overbearing grandparents. You just have this sort of suffocating feeling of everyone just staying with you.
I don't know, and it's really weird. Like, There was one Christmas where like I was at my mom's house and I don't know, like I'm supposed to be happy on Christmas, but my happiness is not dependent on what time of the day it is, right?
Yeah.
I remember one Christmas morning I just was not feeling too good, wasn't feeling great. And my mom was like, "What's wrong with you? Why aren't you happy?" I was like, "I don't know.
Right.
I'm just not happy." And I was like, "I'm just not feeling good." And she's like, "But it's Christmas." And I'm just like, I don't give a fuck if it's Christmas or fucking Timbuktu up my ass. Like, I'm not feeling great. Leave
Yeah, I
me the
know what
fuck
you're saying.
alone. But it's Christmas.
When Amazon found out it was Christmas, it's like with my wife's situation, they're like, oh, make the slaves work
Make them work harder.
harder. I don't like them. I want to crush all expectations of happiness.
Back when I used to drink a lot, you know what my favorite holiday was?
What was it?
St. Patrick's Day.
St. Patrick's Day makes sense. You know, it technically just bastardize all of your holidays as drinking holidays. Halloween, getting drunk in wacky outfits. St. Patrick's Day.
And what beers are you drinking on Halloween? You're drinking pumpkin beers and you're drinking Oktoberfest beers. What are you drinking on Thanksgiving? You drink that old fucking like...
You drink the in-between beer between Christmas and Thanksgiving and Halloween.
Yeah. Yeah, which can be pumpkin beers. It could be winter ales, whatever. And then once you get into the Christmas time, you drink those spiced ales. You fucking bastards! I don't know who the fuck you ungodly motherfuckers that are drinking those beers. You know the ones I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, I know.
Those are fucking terrible.
You know what? You know what it is though. It's you need to. It's like the razor blade in your body. Once you have like I'm talking about like those family members you didn't want to see.
Yeah.
Have to show up and you're just like it's like cutting myself, but no one can see it.
It's fucking terrible. And then you have, then when Easter comes around, you know, you got your springtime beer. Oh, let's drink this springtime beer.
It's all lemon flavored for some reason.
Lemon flavored shanties and shit. And then St. Patrick's Day comes around that time, and then let's drink at the Guinness, you know.
Let's drink. You Super Mario Irishman. Oh, let's drink the Guinness. I don't know why all my Irish people sound like this.
The trick at the Guinness. And they're like, why is this Italian guy here? What's he doing?
You know what's the greatest holiday to ruin in America?
What?
Cinco de Mayo. For some reason, all the white people get really happy about it.
They get fucking smashed.
Yeah.
Dos Equis and fucking Corona just goes down the fucking drain, dude.
You know what's funny is like somebody told me that Irish people don't actually celebrate like St. Patrick's Day, kind of like Mexicans don't celebrate Cinco de Mayo as much.
Yeah.
But it's all like this corporate holiday now.
Yeah, but then they have their own stupid fucking holidays too that they fucking celebrate. Come on.
Let's be fair, right? Every holiday is bullshit because it's just consumerism, right? Like Valentine's Day. It's like if you don't buy this diamond ring for your wife and or girlfriend, it means you don't love her.
People are trying to find a reason to drink then too.
Yeah, because they have to deal with the overextended out like amounts of bullshit they got to deal with.
That's probably the holiday where they drink the chocolate stouts. Let's be real.
Yeah. I mean that and the Irish cream.
Yep. And then you got and then you got fucking 4th of July, which is basically what people were drinking like American beer, which is like shitty fucking Budweiser and stuff.
Dude, I won't drink Budweiser. You got to drink Busch lattes, all right? That's America's beer.
Yeah, by the way,
made by the same company though.
Anybody who wants to be a guest on the podcast, we have 30 like Busch Lights sitting in the fridge if you want any of them.
Good beer, good times.
Yeah,
weird things.
So anybody who wants to be on the podcast, free beer for you.
Yeah.
Anytime you want it.
You can. It's an incentive to come on the show.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know.
That was my computer.
Oh no.
Yeah, the computer's like, I'm here.
Oh God, Skynet is reactivating on Christmas.
I'm reactivating on Christmas. But it's Christmas.
But it's Christmas, Skynet. Don't kill us.
I can't believe my mom would say it like that. But it's Christmas. Like, chill, dude. Like, come on. It's like, what is the difference between like December 25th and December 26th? To me, it's just another fucking day, you know?
Dude, I'm telling you right now, though, I bet you if you're a millionaire, it's Christmas every day of your life.
Yep.
And when you're just kind of in the middle like us, you're just like, ooh, another day.
Another day, another dollar.
All I could think of is a Metalocalypse, where they do the Christmas, not the Christmas song. They did have a Christmas episode where they cut down a tree and they're like, "This is the most brutal thing ever. You tear down this piece of nature and decorate its corpse."
Dude, you know what I miss eating?
What's that?
Bacon. I haven't had bacon in a very long time now. Actually, I haven't had pork in a very long time.
You know what you got to do then?
I can't.
You're going to shit your pants the second you have pork.
I know.
I remember I went on an extreme diet, like an extreme cut. I had a scoop of ice cream.
You probably threw up.
No, dude, I ran to the shitter.
The shitter was full?
Yeah, the shitter was full. Uncle Eddie wasn't done cleaning it. Dude, every time I have ice cream now, all I can think of is like the fact that Uncle Eddie is trying to clean the shitter, and I just keep on keeping on, and he can't do it.
He's always gonna be trying to clean that shitter.
Yeah.
That fucking son of a bitch. I fucking love that shit, man.
That's a great time.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of another. So I really like Home Alone, man.
Home Alone's another good one.
It's another really good Christmas movie.
You know what's another good one?
What?
Die Hard.
Dude, I swear to God, you're like the fucking 20th person to say that, like, to me, like, recently. And I get it. Die Hard's a fucking Christmas movie. I know.
But it was like the height of Bruce Willis's career. After that, it was bad. It was downhill for the man.
Yeah. Yeah, his career is pretty much done, which is fine. I mean, he's made his money. He's, you know, there's a season. Turn, you know.
All I can think of, though, is that they can make, like, Die Hard the musical, the Christmas musical.
Did they make that?
No, if they did, it would be hilarious.
Oh, yeah. Me and my buddy from college, we actually wrote a musical. Not the whole musical. We just wrote, like, a premise of it. Basically, the musical all takes place in one location. And it would be basically the way it works is this mobster has somebody tied up to a chair.
Yes.
And he's basically singing to the audience. He looks at the audience and goes, "What do I do? Do I break his thumbs? Do I cut out his tongue? Do I break his fucking legs?" And then it kind of just rolls right into it.
You know, we got to make like a really like down to earth Christmas movie one day when people start paying us, about like a landlord who's like an Ebenezer Scrooge type, but he also lives in like really sort of shitty conditions, kind of like in Coming to America. Like the landlord who lived in that building is like got murder victims.
That's technically Christmas related too.
Yeah, it's a Christmas movie.
Yeah. There's so many like movies that like I like that are just have like a Christmas theme to them.
Right. And it's like, it's just nice. I mean, Christmas is fun.
Yeah, it can be.
It can be if you don't celebrate it with a lot of your family.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's nothing against a lot of my family. It's just like,
I'd rather jerk off.
I'd rather make mixed drinks and get blowjobs.
I'd rather Santa Claus give me a blowjob.
I'd rather give blowjobs.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sometimes there's just that the worst part has to be the fact that there's actually like Christmas related depression, where a bunch of people commit suicide on this holiday.
Yeah, you think?
It's like, imagine that, and people ask us like, what's the phenomenon? I was like, I don't know. It's like the end of the year and you realize you still didn't accomplish anything. You got to hang out in a room with a bunch of douchebags and pretend you're happy. It's like, imagine being the guy who actually goes to like the company Christmas party and doesn't think like, man, I should just go kill myself in the bathroom.
I should just go kill myself now.
Dude, I'm telling you, sometimes those, like, I have to say, those Christmas parties, like, that's something I never want to do. It'd be like the corporate Christmas party.
Yeah, our corporate Christmas party is tomorrow, I think.
Oh, God.
Yeah. Fun, right?
Do you have to go? Is it mandatory?
It's not mandatory, but I'll probably go because I do like my coworkers. I actually like where I work, man. They're good people.
I remember when we were forced to go to the Christmas party for the battalion. I felt dead inside.
Sure you did.
I was like, I just want to go home. I mean, my friends were there, but at the same time, I really just wanted to go home.
Yeah.
I was just like, I need to go home.
I need to go home.
I need to go home and be a normal person.
Need to do human things.
I got human stuff to do.
Guess who I hung out with a couple weeks ago?
Joe.
That was a good guess.
He's back?
He's back.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. I showed him the room, and I was like, hey, you should be on the podcast sometime. And he's like, yeah, I guess I can. And I was like, Nick will be here. He's like, oh, okay.
That wasn't enthusiastic.
I guess not. No. He's just a weird guy, man. Like, we'll be hanging out, and he'll just be like, I got to go. I was like, okay. No, like, I got this to do, I got that to do. Oh,
I just got to go.
I got to go.
I got a blowjob at home waiting.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, he's still with that girl, too, so.
Ew.
Yeah. See, that's the thing. If I get his ass on this podcast, that's the first thing you'd be like, oh, you still with that girl? You'd be like, yeah. You'd be like,
Ew. No, I'm just going to say, ew.
Ugh.
Yeah, upgrade.
Upgrade, please. Well, we have reached the 3-4 minute mark.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I guess this is for our closing statements now.
Yeah, so in conclusion, it's been a pretty good year.
Yeah.
We got started sort of, not really halfway through the year, but quarter of the way towards the end of the year. And, we're pretty excited. And, hope you guys have a Merry fucking Christmas, you filthy animals. And, keep the change, too,
And last but not least, stay sexy, Atlanta. And Merry Christmas and Happy Holiday. And
Happy Kwanzaa. Happy.
That's why I said Happy Holiday. The other ones aren't real. It's just Christmas.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, you heard that one, folks. Here on the podcast.
And Christmas isn't even real.
Yeah, so.
Enjoy time with your family and stop being an insufferable cunt.
Holidays, you fucking piece of shit.
Stay sexy, and I love you.
Thank you for listening to this episode of the Dumb, Cool, and Weird podcast with Wes and Nick. If you want to check out more of our stuff, go to www.dumbcoolweird.com. You'll find our Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, and Patreon link if you want to support us. Also, be sure to check out our merch store. And if you're interested in being on our podcast, you can find a link on our website so you can reach out to us and tell us if you want to talk to us about something that's really weird, dumb, or cool. We'd be glad to hear from you. Hope you will stay tuned for the next weird ass episodes we got. Thank you.